Hey there, folksies, wokesies. Some messages are coming through, and I'm just gonna. So, how many times have I been saying, and y'all already know this, where attention goes, energy flows. You have the power to change, make choice, figure out where your lane is, get in it, and how do you move forward from there, and also be in a place of service to others. And sometimes service to others means we have to make phone calls to customer service places of business. One of those places that's coming up is state legislation, as well as the Congress, the Senate, and whoever represents your state. So sometimes we look back and we go, what just happened? Where was I? Well, sometimes these little sneaky dogs put in laws and they just get passed. You want to know why? Because you don't know about them. I don't know about them. And they're like, ha ha ha. And next thing you know, we got trouble. And one of the things that's going on right now in the state of Maryland, which is DC, Maryland, is changing the school curriculum, which will affect homeschooling. And which means if there's a belief system adopted by the school system that really has nothing to do with learning, it's a political agenda or, something along those darker lines, and they're going to enforce that. And so even homeschooling would have to live up to that. So you might be sitting there telling your children something that you actually are horrified at, but now you have to teach it to them because they're going to get graded on it, and so on and so on and so on. So this is just one of so many different things that are going on. So it's important that you get in your lane, you find your place, that you're not reactive to what's happening. And if you're like me and your kids are grown, well, why do I care? Well, I have grandchildren and they don't live in this state, but what gets passed here is going to start, so-and-so state did it, and then so-and-so state did it, so we're just going to automatically do it here. So numbers count. Numbers count. So I just received a message saying, call or email so-and-so. And my thought was, email, because they're not answering the phones. And then someone back and was like, well, what are you supposed to do? Do this, this, and this. And I was like, well, here's my thought. Emails get counted. They're a legal document. Phone calls are not. Phone calls are not counted unless they are answered and documented in a way, right? But that doesn't even count because it doesn't count. This does. The writing does. You can stand outside of a building and shout all you want, but until you actually find ways to go through a different system and it's on paper, has much bigger shouting than local voices can do. So anyway, my thought was, they're not answering the phone. So if you have 1,000 phone calls and voicemails, if I worked at that desk, I'd be like, no, and there's no budget to hire assistants to find out what all those phone calls are. One of them could just tell me that my lunch is down at the front door. I won't get that either. But if you're sending emails, right? And some are calling, because what you want is, oh, hey, Senator so-and-so, our phone lines are flooded. There's no more room for voicemails. Our emails are jammed, blah, 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 blah. So you want both. But I think if you want something counted, it's going to need to go in that route. Now, here's another message that came about before this one just came about. And that is, remember, where attention goes, energy flows, right? So everybody's listening. Now, when I mostly do my videos, I could go super deep for those who are woke, first wave and before, okay? Or I can introduce things that just make you think and step into your power of broadening your lenses, okay? So do I speak to beginners? I don't know. I mean, really what this is all about is just to actually stop and think. But here's my point. Well, everybody's toddling back forth. Oh, so and so said, oh, this is going to end like in 2030, and then this is going to happen in 2035, and then this is going to happen in the summer of 2022, and then that's going to happen in 2025, and and this is going to happen, and this is going to go on. So you pick the people that you follow, right? And you're like, oh, well, I like them. They have the most followers. They sound credible. They're talking to me. So now you adopt what they're saying. So let's just say the situation that we're in all around the world with right? Let's go there. And you have someone saying, well, this is going to go on until another 5 years. So what's 5 years from now? 2027, I guess. Right? Anyway, no. Yeah, 5 more years. Okay, so anyhow, listen up. So now you, in your mind, have it, well, yeah, I heard it was, 2027. In conversation with someone else. Yeah, well, I heard it was 2027. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and I heard it was 2000. Oh, and then someone else just told me again it was 2027. So now you got all this 2027. So then your energy is just surfing. It's at this coasting surf. Oh, well, 2027. And then you get this mentality of, well, I'll start reacting closer to that because I really need this date to be true. And so you feed into that timeline, that energy shift, all of that. Here is what my guides say. So tune into what it is that you like to manifest. You want this over tomorrow? Focus on tomorrow. You want this to work on today? Give gratitude and thanks today that it is ending tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow's coming. And that's a metaphor for not necessarily 12 hours from now, but the tomorrows, right? It's coming today, it's coming tomorrow, whatever it is that you choose to do. And then you can talk about, I am so grateful that I went through this experience, and it is what it is, and whatever it is that you need to say. And I'm so grateful that this is ending. I'm so grateful this is ending. And then don't put a tomorrow on it, or next month, or next year, and then don't follow what all these people are predicting. Because number one, a lot of people, they put out a prediction, and let's just say it might be correct or semi-correct, right? So now people think they have a track record. What you're not understanding is the antenna to the divine source can be corrupted by mini storms, large storms, windstorms, tsunamis, meteors, whatever. And, it goes, and they're getting, oh, that kind of sounded like me. And then they put it out because they think you're waiting to hear it. And anything that's going to create fear and anything that's going to take something so far out of your control and your power is more reason to sit back on your ASS and see the clearing. Feel what it would feel like with that clearing. For the highest good of all, clearing. Not just your agenda, not just my agenda, but for the overall agenda. But it's for the highest good of each and every one of us. Us meaning all that there is and all that will be, seen and unseen, vibrationally, not vibrationally, frequency, not frequency. You don't even need to get into there right now. So that was my whole point about the beginner videos. It doesn't matter how advanced you are or not so advanced, or where you've come in on your lessons and the windshield wipers are going, and you just got to be on that lesson and that journey, and learn to just keep taking back that power no matter where you are on the level scale, when and who made that level scale. Okay, so learn to bob and weave, learn to be adaptable, learn to pivot. Yes. Stop, drop, sit onto your ASS. Yes. Feels good to sit there for a little while. I'm just saying. Line with that breath. Connect with your heart center and literally visualize it all being harmonious and in balance for the overall highest good of the all. And don't listen to these repetitive predictions, because the more you listen, the more somebody thinks they need to get on this video here and perform. Just saying. I don't look at subscribers. I don't look at a lot of things. I do answer my comments though, because that's just, I'm thankful that someone took the time, and then I want to say thank you to that. I'm not in it in that sort of way. So I only do what I know that my higher self and my God source team here has me doing, and that is to say to you, you hold the power. I hold the power to make whatever change is necessary to create balance and harmony. And then I see it. I feel it. And don't let anybody hijack you or create the F word. And you don't want to give them the F word back, right? And then you don't want to run around giving everybody the F because you believed what somebody saw. So maybe get the F off that channel and fine tune your F. How about that? How about that? Focus, fine tune your feelings. Get on your own F wagon. Get off everybody else's. Hey, thanks. Sounded pretty. They're pretty wise sometimes. They make me look smart, and sometimes, well, lordy, lordy, lordy. Anywho, that's all I got for the moment. Enjoy it. Be with it, because you are the one of the oneness of the all, and you matter. You matter. Every essence of you matters, because we are all together, like it or not, and understand it from a whole different angle. But you got this, all right? And if you could just do me one more favor, please like, subscribe, hit the bell for all, and leave me a message.